He. Look at this is a PG podcast. It's a PG podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Perfect Link. Episode 4
Yeah!
of The Perfect Link. What's up, bro?
Let's go, man.
It's been a while. Funny story.
Yeah,
Very
let's
funny story.
explain it.
This happened around 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
While I was uploading the third episode.
Yeah.
I was on my laptop, of course.
Okay.
We have all our information there, our login details, everything's there.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason,
Apple.
Apple decided me to screw me over.
Yeah.
Just 360.
Screw us over.
Us, yeah.
Please.
Me mostly, but
Okay. Yeah.
doesn't matter. It logged us out of our YouTube account.
That's normal.
That's normal,
That's okay.
right?
Because we
So-
saved everything.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what do you do when someone logs you out of your YouTube account? What do?
You just put in the password.
You put in the password,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I go in to continue with Google,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking for the email. It does not give me an email
So
option.
we had to guess the email,
Yeah?
and we had to guess the password.
Crazy.
And yeah, but anyways.
So we spent like 2 hours just guessing that?
Yeah, he called me on a random Sunday. I thought like we're gonna upload
Yeah.
like normal because we always upload on Sunday, yeah.
Right.
So, but you called me like, oh, I can't find the email. So I'm like,
And we just kept on guessing
Yeah,
until
guessing,
we got it.
yeah.
So yeah, but anyways, we're back.
Now
Episode
everything's
4.
saved.
Everything's saved.
hopefully
Hopefully.
everything's
Yeah.
saved. So yeah.
Although we're gonna start a new account.
Yeah, okay,
Oh my
let's
God.
go. Let's get into it. So, while I was on the way, I saw a post talking about the Brazilian national team. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about it.
Brazilian national team. Okay.
Okay, so we obviously know last month that the Brazilian manager said that expect Brazil to be 2026 World Cup champions.
World Cup champions. Yeah,
Are
I
in the
remember.
final.
Yeah, he said that.
And then the next couple of days they lost to Paraguay 1-0,
Mm-hmm.
and then they just beat what's it called? They just beat the team yesterday 2-1. Or
Okay.
before yesterday 2-1.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's the international break.
Mm.
So anyways, so Vini, Rodrigo, Rafinha and others could be saying goodbye to the Brazilian national team. This is because the Brazilian president Lula da Silva said that he recently met with the president of the Brazilian Football Confederation
Okay.
and proposed selecting only players who play in Brazil for the national team.
Only players that in the Brazilian league.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So this would exclude players that look like Vinicius, Rafinha, Alisson, Ederson, Rodrigo, Militao and Endrick, as well as Neymar.
basically the best Brazilians in the world.
Exactly. In an interview, he said that those who are abroad are not better than those here in Brazil. There are good players of the same quality as those who are abroad, so give opportunities to those who are here. According to Lula, there is currently no Garrincha or Romario playing in foreign teams, just a bunch of young players who are not yet stars. For him, he does not want Brazilians playing in their country who play in Europe. The Brazilian national team is currently playing the worst football of its rich history. We're talking about a 5-time World Cup champion.
Right.
Okay, we're talking about a team who had the likes of Ronaldinho, who had the likes of Dida, who had the likes of Roberto Carlos Alberto, who had the likes of Pele, who died recently. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you have Ronaldo Nazario, you have a lot of like quality players. You know,
Right.
Oscar, underrated. You know, like Streets would never forget Oscar in that 2014 World Cup. You have Neymar in 2014, obviously with the injury, 2 centimeters and stuff like that. But what are your thoughts on that? Like what are you guys' thoughts on that as well? Yani, I want to know what the directors think about it. But first, Ghazi will talk, then you guys can
The
have.
more like we go in order of importance. So
Yeah,
first I'll
exactly.
start and then.
Yeah, exactly. And then Nicholas last, obviously. Cause,
Yeah, because it's too hard.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
What are your thoughts on that?
okay, so first impressions. You know what this reminds me of? Okay, obviously we played FIFA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And at some point, FIFA did not have the rights for the Brazilian national team.
It didn't. Yes, you
Right.
had the random. You had some guy named Silva as
Exactly.
striker when it was Neymar who was striker.
So I don't know, man. This is really interesting because, right, you have superstars in Europe.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
you do.
Brazilians in Europe, 100%,
you
and
do.
they're excellent players.
Let's talk about them.
They're amazing. I mean, we've got Vinicius Junior
Okay,
right now,
yeah.
like at the top
Ballon
of the
d'Or,
game.
Ballon d'Or potential winner.
Yeah, I think he's gonna win.
Okay. Militao.
You've got Militao. You've got
Rodrigo.
you've got Rodrigo, Endrick.
yeah. You have Savinho of Man City as well. He's pretty good. Who else? You have Alisson. You have Ederson. Who else do you have?
Gabriel.
Gabriel and I was about to say Saliba. But he's French.
Yeah.
Ante. Okay, anyway, so what do you think about, like, what do you think, like, how do you feel? Because, like...
I genuinely don't mind this.
Okay, but I do, because, like...
Like, I mean, he's got a... Yeah,
okay, خلاص, betting.
Okay,
We established the point of...
So this is the president.
This is the president of Brazil
of
talking
the Brazil
to
Federation.
No, this is the president of Brazil.
Oh, Brazil itself,
of Brazil
the
itself,
nation.
talking to the president of the Football Confederation.
Okay, now, here's the thing. The problem with the players in Europe is that everyone wants to be the main star, right?
Exactly.
Brazilian.
Yes,
that's the mindset.
Of course,
that's
of
fine.
course, of course,
that's
of
fine.
course, of course.
But if their vision is to build a team that wants to have the absolute most chemistry,
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
then I think that's the best road to take.
But
Then you're missing out on the best.
You're missing out on the best, but you want to play the best.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then again, look at the way Brazil has been playing recently. You know, like they were sixth before that win. They were sixth in the group, and you had the likes of Bolivia, you had the likes of Peru, you had the likes of Colombia, you have the likes of Argentina, you have the likes of Uruguay. You know what I mean? And you're being sixth. Now they're fourth, but they were sixth before that win. And the two people that scored, you've never heard of them, by the way. Like, you've genuinely never heard of them. I don't even know them. So
I think, what's the problem with the players in Europe?
tell me.
They take their clubs more seriously than their
the national
country,
team.
than
Yes,
their national
yes.
team.
They play. Yes, I agree.
Right.
But
So I think that gives the players in the Brazilian league an incentive to play well for the Brazilian.
And what do you know
national
about the Brazilian league? They all came from the favelas, you know.
Right.
They all came from, like, the ruins, from the streets. You know, they play street football. So I think it would be exciting to see Brazil shifting backwards to how they used to play. You know, like the Joga Benito way, how we used to see the 2006.
And that'll just put the Brazilian league in the spotlight.
Exactly.
Right?
True. Because who do you know from the Brazilian league? Like, teams.
Like, okay, so you got like Sao Paulo.
Yeah, Sao Paulo,
You've
Fluminense,
got,
Palmeiras,
Fluminense, yeah.
like these people, like these teams,
right.
Brasilia, these stuff. I don't know. It could be like
But it's still quite annoying.
It would be an exciting thing to see, like something new, something like they want to shift, you know, like they want to focus on their homegrown players, you know, because like look at Vinny.
Right.
When he was 19, he was already at Madrid. Look at Militao. When he was young, he was already
Endrick, 15 years old,
15 and signed by Real.
But
Neymar also, when he was signed from
right.
Santos to Barca. Like,
but I still don't believe that they should 100% remove
all
the European
European
Brazilian players.
You need Marquinhos.
Right.
You need Ederson or Alisson. You need Militao. You need these people who have experience.
Yeah.
Because if you rely only on the Brazilian league, they're all pretty old.
And for example, in other teams, let's say Vinicius isn't playing well for the Brazilian national team. Bench him. Bench him.
Okay.
Don't like.
It's not that deep.
Right. Exactly. Bench him. He'll play better.
Exactly.
Simple as.
Because he's fighting. There's competition for the spot.
Like stopping him from even taking part.
Exactly.
In the Brazilian national
Especially
team.
look at Rafinha, for example. It's his breakout season right now. Look at the way he's playing for Barca.
Amazing.
Look at the way he's playing in the Champions League, in the La Liga. Like. He's performing, especially that win against Young Boys 5-0. We played so well. So, and look at I know, but Alisson didn't play in Bologna versus Liverpool.
But I think also what these Brazilian players in Europe have in common is a huge ego.
True, very true.
We're looking at Vinicius.
Yeah, I mean, and most of them are all in the same team.
Yeah.
Vinny, Rodrigo, and Endrick. Obviously, Rodrigo's humble. You know, I'll give him that. He's a humble player. He plays in his position.
But it's because he's not the main star.
Exactly.
He's more of the underdog.
He knows he's aware that he's not the main star, so he doesn't want to push for it. But then look at Vinny and Endrick. You know, you see Endrick trying to do all long shots. Long shots. I mean, it worked against Stuttgart, but then
that was lucky goals.
Exactly. But now we're gonna talk about Lille versus Real.
And then you have players hatta in the Prem like Richarlison. Like, that guy does not live
Removed
up.
his shirt 3 times and 3 of them were offside.
I understand, but his he does not live up to what his ego is.
Yeah, true, very true. But anyways, let's also ask the directors what they think about the national team thing. Like, what do you guys think? Like, do you think, because obviously we're from countries where most of our players are from our national like respective league. You know what I mean? Like, the Jordanian team, the Indian team, the Egyptian team, the Palestinian team, you know what I mean? Like, they're all from their respective league, like just a couple of breakout people.
Exactly.
So what do you think?
I agree with Ghazi.
Okay.
That we shouldn't change all the players, like the whole team.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying.
We can get like some players from the Brazilian league.
Okay.
But we don't have to change like the whole team.
Yeah.
Because like as you said, some players have lots of experience.
Yes, true.
So
exactly.
like you need that and like this.
Okay, so I guess we agree on that.
Yeah.
Next, what do we have next? What do you guys want to talk about?
Wait, there is one more that.
No, this guy.
What do you think?
Y'all gotta think about the commercial aspect as well, right? Like the Brazilian national team.
Okay, next topic.
Look at talk normally, not commercial.
Come on,
Just
come
speak
on.
normally. The people are the
Actually,
same.
guys, think about this.
They're the
right?
same age as
Okay,
us,
okay,
bro.
no, listen.
No,
yes,
think
go
about
on.
this. From the Brazilian perspective, like he wants to promote Brazilian football, promote Brazil, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't have those big European stars playing, it decentivizes the sponsors like Nike, like the football industry in Brazil is huge.
Good point, but I don't think it will play as big a factor.
Bro, it definitely
Hey,
is,
no,
Like
but,
that's
hey,
not the main
He's
reason.
talking about sponsors. Remember in the Euros we had Betano.
Mm.
That's a Brazilian
it?
company, the
That's
betting
Betano.
company
Exactly.
for Brazil. Yeah, it was all over the Euros. That's all I kept seeing. Betano.
Yeah, and I think the fact that Brazil has huge egos also makes that team fun to watch. That you want to see.
Hey, but
how
they deserve that ego. I mean, you're a 5-time world champion. Like, come
Yeah.
on, it's
No,
something
I'm
every
talking
4
about
years.
players, like the,
And then
Oh, yeah.
and then it's engraved in their play style,
Mm.
in their personalities
Yes,
as
yes,
well.
yes,
Like
yeah,
we know Brazil, like Robbie Firmino,
Mm.
like these type of players. Honestly, Robbie Firmino, one of my favorite. Like any Brazilian
What's a
Liverpool
player, by the way?
like we had Firmino, Coutinho, even Fabinho in that midfield,
Coutinho.
running that midfield.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That was a crazy. You guys had some
but very
Brazilians.
very interesting topic though.
The Brazil thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
agree.
did not expect that.
I-
I didn't
Like, look, I was shocked when I was on the way because I was reading. I was like, why though? Like, it's Brazil. They have a good team. They just don't have a good connection.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like before, everyone was all connected. You know, like Nazario was connected with Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho was connected with Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos was connected with Dida. Dida was like they were Cafu. Everyone. They were all connected. They were all together. You know, you have the Silva. You have. I forgot his name, but he was a centre back for Arsenal who was Brazilian as well. You had Lucio.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like you had these people, but anyways, on to the next thing. The Champions League.
Let's talk Champions League.
Let's talk
Okay, where do you want
Champions
to go first?
I think the obvious one, Lille versus
Real Madrid. That was a huge upset,
for Madrid.
even though it was 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
Pen for Lille scored.
Hey, and the double save from the keeper was pretty
Yeah.
good though.
Yeah, fair play from Lille. Disappointing from Madrid.
Very disappointing. because
Very. I mean,
I
they
feel
played
like-
horrible.
I feel like Wallah they did. Wallah, no, actually,
They
I-
actually did.
they actually have to agree.
Like
they played horrible.
you're known as the ones that own the Champions League.
Exactly, because like 15 times, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like you're hoping to go for the 16.
Mm.
But if this is the performances you're giving us in the Champions League, in the big stage, in the spotlight, I don't think they're winning it. And like we said in the previous episode, I don't think they're gonna win it. Obviously,
And
you said
they
Liverpool.
have tough fixtures as well.
They do, and
Right,
their
they
next
have,
fixture
they
is
have
against
Liverpool coming up.
their next fixture is against Dortmund, but it's
Is
at
it?
home though.
Oh, okay.
But now on to Dortmund though, 7-1 against
7-1,
Celtic.
crazy.
That was
What
a
a
crazy
game.
game.
Yeah.
You wanted to watch the Liverpool Bologna game. I wanted to watch the Bayer Leverkusen Milan one.
Mm.
But then at the same time you had the Dortmund Celtic
Dortmund
one.
Celtic.
That was a crazy game.
Yeah.
I switched off.
Was that unexpected for you?
Way too unexpected. No, it wasn't unexpected. Like obviously the score was way unexpected, but I knew that the game would be fun
Mm.
because we know Celtic in the Champions League. I mean, they gave Barca back in the days a tough time, and you had like the likes of Maeda, you had the likes of Shunsuke Nakamura, you had Virgil van Dijk playing for them,
For Celtic.
Joe Hart, you like crazy names used
Right,
to play
right.
for them. You know what I'm saying? So, like Celtic are an underdog whenever they enter the Champions League. Celtic and for example Rangers, Red Star Belgrade, like
Rangers,
these.
bro. Remember Ryan Kent?
Yeah,
for
Ryan
Rangers.
Kent, but that was Europa League though.
That was
like,
Europa League, right?
But still,
But
like,
yeah.
he haunted me down though. Like, you know,
Okay.
he's a scary
on
guy.
FIFA, crazy.
Crazy guy.
Never want to.
Streets would never forget.
Exactly.
But yeah, 7-1 though, that was crazy. I knew.
Adeyemi, brilliant display from him.
Yeah, hat trick.
Hat-trick
Second youngest player to score a hat trick since Haaland.
since Holland.
So yeah, what's it called? What did I want to say? I knew it would be a high scoring game after it was 2-1 in 10 minutes. You get the penalty in the first 7 minutes. Maeda comes back, then you have Karim Adeyemi scoring again. So
Mm.
I kind of expected it. Like I mean, like 2-1 in the first 15 minutes. خلاص يعني. You knew this game was gonna be like action packed. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But then Bayer Leverkusen and Milan, very disappointing.
Very.
But it was
Yeah.
it was a nice game. Just the result was a bit disappointing. I thought maybe 2-1, maybe 3-1, maybe 3-2. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
high scoring because you have Christian Pulisic, you have Alvaro Morata, you have
Leao.
Leao,
Yeah.
Giroud. But
But they haven't been performing.
they haven't been performing at all. They got the derby win though. The
Against
derby
Inter Milan.
Inter Milan,
Yeah.
2-1. I like that match. I don't mind. Like that was
At the end, when what they did with the flag,
that was
cool.
that was a revenge for what
Yeah.
Marcus Thuram did last
Right,
time.
right, right.
So yeah, I enjoyed the derby, but Bayer Leverkusen and Milan. When you hear these two big names, you think like, wow, okay, like action,
Mm-hmm.
but None of that. Like honestly, in my opinion, such a terrible game that I had to switch over to Celtic Dortmund.
Let's talk Liverpool Bologna.
Clean sheet.
Expected. Honestly, great display, but it's very expected.
Yeah.
Salah, great display from him.
Chiesa
I
as
mean, yeah. Assist and a goal.
Yeah.
I love his goal.
Oh, that was an insane goal. I
was
think
a
that's
great
already
goal.
goal of the tournament for now.
Is it?
It's either that one or at the Emmys.
It's a good goal, but obviously, like someone's gonna score a better goal than that.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm saying
but
for
it's
now.
it's a very
game
solid,
week 2
yeah,
and you've got goals like
100%.
that. Saka's goal against PSG.
Yeah, and no, Havertz as well.
Havertz
Havertz
played pretty good.
Yeah. No, but Saka's goal, that was more like he's just putting it into the area and then whatever happens,
Luck,
happens.
you know,
yeah,
it was all
exactly.
about luck. Like, it's either the keeper saved
But
it.
you know, Saka, when you put him on the corner, right?
Set pieces in general.
Or set pieces in general, that guy's dangerous.
Yeah, he is.
But he'll just because
Corners, Leicester versus Arsenal 4-2. Last minute goal, Trossard. Last minute goal, Havertz as well.
Havertz scored,
So you know what I mean? Like whenever you put Saka on set piece, that's why I have him in FPL because he's an asset. You know, he's essential. You need him because
Yeah, but you're 8th. Yeah.
شو ايه اكثر بكثير يا
way worse.
way worse.
I'm like
It's
20
weird, it's like
second
20
now.
second now.
I went down.
I'm probably 8th.
I'm first. Oh, okay.
Okay.
But
I'm 61.
no one
والله
spoke
no
to
one
you by
asked
the way.
us.
انت learn how to smile انت. المهم yeah, so Barca 5-0
Young boys.
yeah versus Young Boys. Lamine Yamal played exceptional.
Lewa.
Lewa played exceptional. Rafinha played exceptional. Kubarsi played exceptional. Hector played exceptional. Everyone playing exceptional. And we got Szczesny. We got Szczesny now.
Wow, what do you think of that?
As a player,
Yeah.
I like him.
Exceptional.
As a player, I like him. I like what he said about Barca. He's like, I got the call from Barca, and if you get a call from Barca and you don't accept, it's because you're not brave and you're not ready to play for the badge. But he was ready, and I respect that. You know, like I respect someone who came out of retirement to come and play for us, to like show like that they're actually a team player. And
But
they're dedicated.
what does that say about Ter Stegen?
He's just
Where,
injured.
yeah, but where does that leave Ter Stegen?
Ter Stegen's out for the rest of the season,
Right.
so we just bought him in for now. Like, you know, he's gonna as soon as Ter Stegen.
This is like when Bayern bought Sommer. as
Oh, for
replacement
Neuer. Yeah, since the World Cup.
Because he was injured.
Yeah, and he had
Also-
the skin cancer thing or whatever,
yeah.
that weird thing. So yeah, it's just like it's a for now thing,
Temporary.
you know? Temporary thing. So obviously he's gonna get done and dusted as soon as Ter Stegen's back. But I'm hoping some great stuff. I mean, Lamine Yamal said that Penna is is the best keeper he's ever played with. And when you asked Lamine Yamal about his five-a-side, he said that Penna is the keeper. He didn't say Ter Stegen. He didn't say Unai Simon. He didn't say David Raya. He said Penna. So let's see how it shifts. Let's see how it works. You know what I mean?
Do you want to talk Prem?
I want to talk Prem, but last thing in the Champions League, we have Dortmund Real, and we have Leipzig Liverpool,
They're coming up.
and Barca Bayern.
Liverpool's fixtures are crazy.
Yeah.
for
Oh,
the next
we're gonna
time.
talk about
Yeah,
that. Barca Bayern, insane match, and then the most underrated one, Brest versus Bayer Leverkusen. They're both undefeated and they're both at the top. Brest being number 1, so Aston Villa versus Bayern Munich. What a game!
It was
John Duran.
It was John Duran, yes, but it was basically a remake of what happened in like 1980.
Yeah, exactly. The Champions League.
Yeah,
Yes,
Champions League.
yes, exactly. So it's good to see that Aston Villa is back. You know, it's good to see that they went from playing in the EFL a couple of years ago to now being a Premier League dominant side to now being a Champions League dominant.
Exactly.
You know, like I'm pretty excited to see how Unai
Like
Emery
I think in the next 5 years, right? Man United.
Oh, Man United
will be scrapped.
We're talking about that. We're talking
picture.
about that. We're talking about
We're
that.
talking about that
We're
now.
gonna get to that.
But they're gonna be out of the picture.
Oh,
And then
definitely.
I think when you're talking about the big 6,
Aston Villa comes into consideration.
I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
I think so.
Chelsea never left.
They
No,
I say they pulled out of
no,
it
'cause
for
look,
a bit
look.
and then came back.
There's some bad luck that happens for each team. We've seen it with Tottenham. We've seen it with Man City.
Arsenal, lockdown Arsenal.
Lockdown Arsenal. You had the
Horrendous.
likes of Cedric and Mustafi playing at centre back. David Luiz playing at centre back against Man City.
Tierney doing I don't know what.
Tierney,
God knows what.
you know that famous clip of Tierney trying to do a back heel or something, and it just slips and falls, and Ollie Watkins scores off of it. You had like crazy stuff. Who is the Leno? Yeah, Mahrez was it? Shot the free kick and he couldn't even save the ball. Come on, like look at that shift. So everyone has a bad spell. I'm not saying that not Liverpool had a bad spell. You had the likes of Skirtle, Mignonnet, and Toure at centre back. Now look who you have.
Exactly.
You have one of the best centre back.
One of the best
partnership.
defenses, and I think now it's better than Arsenal's defense.
Do you think?
I think so.
You think so?
Bro, the last few games they haven't been keeping clean sheets. Arsenal.
True. I mean,
Like-
Leicester 2
like-
goals bad.
FPL wise, I wanted to put Arsenal defenders on my team
Yeah.
so I can maximize my
Points. Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You're conceding to Leicester, by the way.
And Southampton.
What's his name? Justin.
Justin
Amazing.
had a Justin had a 3 Arsenal defense and he scored twice against them.
Crazy. His volley was amazing, by the way.
Yeah,
I
insane.
love
Volley.
it so much.
That was a. We watched the game.
Yeah,
Together,
yeah.
So
They conceded to Leicester,
Southampton,
right, and Southampton.
But not to PSG though.
Not to PSG. But PSG for that game, I don't like. They played decent, but Arsenal's defense was
PSG
amazing.
genuinely-
Calafiori was amazing that game.
PSG genuinely don't have any attackers.
Mm.
Kolomwani and then
Dembele.
Dembele. I mean, he's a rat.
Yeah.
And that South Korean guy, Sungwon Chu, something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
something
Like
Barcola.
Barcola, yeah, true. He's
That like he's their main man.
Barcola is reminding me of Eden Hazard back then.
Mm.
He's like I keep seeing like these TikToks and these videos and these reels like in a world full of robotic left wingers you have the likes of Barcola, you know what I mean? You have the likes of Leao.
Who are some robotic left wingers you think nowadays?
Grealish?
100%.
Definitely. I mean, he
100%.
doesn't even...
Sorry,
No,
Pep-
one second,
yeah,
one
go on.
second. Why are you trying to disagree with me?
Listen.
Does
When
Grealish-
you listen. When you're spending 100 million on a player, are you spending that much so he can pass in a game?
Exactly, he's trying
That's
to
all
dribble.
he's
He's
doing.
trying to dribble. The whole purpose of a winger is to dribble and to fall back.
Exactly.
All Grealish does gets the ball.
And also to be a playmaker as well.
Yeah, true. All Grealish. One second. What does Grealish do? A couple of what's it called?
What did I say?
انت خلاص اسكت. Vardiol
As a left back.
as a left back is getting more attacking chances than Grealish as a left winger. I'm just
Exactly.
saying.
Against Newcastle, he's the
I'm
one
just
that
saying.
scored.
Exactly.
What does Haaland do?
Okay, I didn't say anything.
We'll get to all of that. Is that it for Champions League?
That's it for Champions
Okay,
League.
do you
Grealish
want-
is a hold-up player for the attack. And every counter-attack, he's the hold-up
I
player.
understand, but 100 million for a hold-up player?
Okay.
No.
Come on, like
No,
come on.
that's English tax.
Who
You know what I mean? Like
who
if-
could have you gotten with 100 mil? You could have gotten Douglas Luiz. You could have got like a lot of people to replace Fernandinho's spot. A lot of people to replace Gundogan when he left. You couldn't replace him. The only person that you replaced Gundogan with was Gundogan.
somehow.
يعني anyways, let's talk Premier League
Let's
now.
talk Premier League. Okay.
We have 3 main attractions. Man City, Arsenal,
Yeah.
the new derby now.
Let's start with that.
Cole Palmer's
Uh-huh.
4 goals and the United problem.
Okay.
We'll get to that last because
Yeah,
that's way more
Yeah,
important.
that needs so much time.
That needs
Honestly.
time, thought, and
Yeah, you need to be precise with it as well.
football
because,
knowledge.
Yeah, because you can easily just say like Ten Hag out, but no, it's much deeper.
Yeah,
than that.
exactly.
Okay, so let's talk.
Also, Glazers out by the way. But anyways,
Yeah, exactly.
let's
yeah.
get into that.
Okay, so
No, that's the name. That's the name of the thing. That's the name of the people that
What?
Glazers.
People-
والله.
That's El Ball on it.
خيبة.
the owners of Manchester United.
That's
Yeah.
El Ball on it.
Fucking.
This is our director.
Okay.
Okay, anyways.
He's director? Nice.
خلاص, okay.
Okay, we
So
got.
your podcast, you want to come? Okay, so let's talk Arsenal.
Arsenal, Man City.
City.
Although it's an old game, it happened 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Game
we
of the
We
season.
didn't get. I disagree with you on that.
So far, it's
I
game of the
don't-
season.
I know, but I disagree with you on that.
Tell me why.
Ref was paid.
Michael Oliver.
Ref was somehow paid by both sides.
Michael Oliver.
Yeah. Somehow he was paid by both sides, right? Like from his calls.
A lot of.
Well, listen.
A lot of fans disagree. They're saying that it was mainly City because like the Trossard red card.
Mhm.
That's it. And Kovacic
The
deserved
Trossard red card was
Controversial.
It was
Those
very
also did the
controversial.
same thing.
That's 2 controversial red cards. The Brighton one with Rice, and this one.
Yeah.
But Trossard's one got overruled because he came back against Leicester.
Mm.
So
A lot of red cards being overruled these days.
yeah, the
We'll talk about
Fernandes.
Fernandez in a bit.
No,
Okay.
but you have to agree,
Okay.
both of Arsenal
Uh,
goals were scrappy.
What?
No, but you have to agree, Arsenal goals were scrappy.
Yes. Okay.
Calafiori's goal was insane though.
That was an insane goal, but I do not like their play style, and I agree with Haaland 100%. And Rodri. Rodri said this last year when they won the league. He was like, I respect Liverpool because when they play against us.
That was also Bernardo Silva this season.
Yes, and Bernardo Silva said it
Yeah.
this season. Yes, even though Bernardo Silva hates Liverpool so much.
Yeah, he does.
Like every single game, he'd get a yellow card.
Exactly. Yeah,
Right, like
because
he just has
he
beef.
plays dirty. He
Yeah.
gets a yellow card mainly on Salah or Diaz.
Yeah.
Continue.
So, what did he say? Rodri, when they won the Premier League last season, Arsenal, he was not worried about. You know why? Because when Arsenal play against Man City, they're not playing to win.
They're playing to draw.
They're playing to draw. They're playing to not concede. They're not playing to win. When Liverpool play against City, they are playing to win. They're playing to dominate.
And that's
that's the difference between
That's
them.
why that's why there was more of a rivalry between Pep and Klopp.
No, but it's no.
No. 1 second, I'm saying there was more-
rivalry, right?
Yeah, there was
Right,
more
right.
of a rivalry
Yeah.
between these two.
But not
managers.
hatred.
No, not hatred.
Not hatred.
But then come to Arteta and
And
Pep.
Pep, they hate each other now.
Yeah, they hate each other because
Yeah.
that's the master and that's the apprentice. You know,
Yeah.
like that's the master and that's the student. Like for example, like Shifu and Tai Lung. No, for example, Shifu and Tai Lung. He taught him everything and then he disappointed him and then he went to the opponents. Well, what did we know? What did the Pep say about Arteta? He said that every time Man City used to play against Arsenal when Arteta was in Man City, he'd never celebrate whenever Man City scored against Arsenal because he always had Arsenal in his heart. You know, Arsenal was his main focus. He was just at City temporarily because Pep wanted him.
Right.
That's
You
it.
always knew who was getting that job.
Exactly. And it
Okay.
worked out.
So that game, for me at least.
Stay humble, stay humble.
Yeah. No, Haaland, he had the right to say that.
Yeah,
by the way.
definitely.
He had the right because.
who the hell are you? Who's
By the
that
way,
youngster?
What was their formation in that game? Arsenal? Do you want to tell the?
No, that was a
viewers?
that was a 7-1-2 in my opinion, or 7-1-3 or whatever it is. المهم they were just playing back. They were just
Yeah.
playing back. Okay,
No,
that's all I know.
It's so boring. I'm sorry.
Hey, but to be fair to John Stones,
Mm.
he was at the right place at the right time and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
If that was me, I would have fumbled. I would have missed.
Of course you would have missed.
guys.
Oh, sorry. Raya was amazing that game.
Raya was
David
insane.
Raya, yeah, yeah.
Calafiori's goal, I think goal of the month. Either that or Cole Palmer's.
No, Duran.
Well, which one?
Duran against Everton.
Everton.
Are you crazy? Are you
Ooh.
mad? He won us on.
Yeah, true.
Guys, do you
Yes.
think City should replace Walker?
Oh, yes.
Yes, definitely.
I think so.
Definitely.
He's getting old. Lewis is looking insane.
very insane.
I wouldn't put him in the midfield. I'd keep him at right back.
Why does Pep play him CDM?
No, because
Check your manager.
they have so many injuries, by the way. So
True.
I mean, De
Bro.
Bruyne is out.
Hey, also when
Rodri as well.
you know what people are like the conspiracy theory. All the players that talked about how there's too many games got injured. Rodri got injured. Son got injured.
Nah, but it's not. Come on.
I feel like
No.
it's weird.
No.
It's weird.
I don't think so.
It's just conditioning.
Yeah.
It's just conditioning.
But what are your thoughts on like too many games per season? Like 70 games a season. I mean,
I don't.
we had the likes of Pedri. Remember Pedri?
Controversial take, but especially if you're playing for City,
Yeah.
very dependent on rotations. You shouldn't be complaining.
True.
You're there to get your 100 grand a week, and then dip. That's all.
That's
you have
exactly
to do.
what
That's
Rodri
all
gets.
you have to do.
Yeah, but now Rodri has an ACL tear, and he gets paid
And he
100k
gets-
a week, so he doesn't even bother to play. anymore.
Exactly.
So,
So,
yeah.
so I'm just saying, like, you're a football player at the highest level. Don't
and you're
complain.
complaining.
Don't
Like,
complain.
why are you complaining? You're playing at the best league, at the best team, with the best players, with the best
And
manager.
you got so lucky to get into that position.
Exactly.
So what was the second point you
guys,
want?
also,
Oh yeah, go on.
if Rodri did play for City, we wouldn't talk about Ballon d'Or. It's because
we
his
wouldn't.
role in City, like
Oh, yeah.
City enabled to be a Ballon d'Or contender.
Yeah. The next thing, I'm kind of mad I didn't have him in the FPL
Oh.
that week.
It's Palmer.
I literally removed him that week. For Saka got me 8 points. Palmer could have, if I triple captained him, 75 points.
Yeah, he got 25 points that week.
Yeah.
Obviously, he scored 4 goals.
4 goals against Brighton.
Insane.
Brighton's an insane team, by the way. But what do we know about Brighton? They're good for the first 4 game weeks, then they fumble that 5th game week.
Mhm.
Or whatever it is. Like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
good for that first good month, you know what I'm saying? And then they start declining, and then they end up at the
I
mid
mean,
table.
amazing display from him. Okay, he scored a penalty, right? I'll put that to the
I don't
side.
mind that.
The 2 goals, they were all right. The free kick.
The free kick was insane.
free kick was amazing.
And the thing is, we know that he never practices free kicks.
Mm.
He said, I just, like, in training, we just take shots for fun and then that's it. Like, we don't even practice.
Yeah.
But he did it.
And by the way, for, our first episode of the podcast, we were calling out Chelsea. We were like, "There's
Yeah.
this season they're gonna be horrible."
But we were wrong
No,
about
Fresca is doing
Maresca.
Maresca.
Fresca.
Fresca.
Fresca, sure.
No, who's Fresca?
Fresca, I don't know, that's a food.
Something like that.
It's weird guy. Anyways,
Maresca's doing alright.
we doubted Maresca only because they showed us a weak pre-season. You know, you're drawing against Wrexham. You're losing against this. You're losing against that. You're drawing against. You have this much players.
Was it for the main squad?
Huh?
Like with the main squad?
Yeah. A lot of the main squad.
Yeah,
players.
out of the main squad. And the thing is, we also made fun of the gym. How like there's not enough space for players, and we all made fun and we all laughed at them. But who's laughing now? You're top 4.
Mm.
Like who's the top 4? Man City. Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea. That's your top 4.
Right.
And then forget Spurs. I'm disappointed in Spurs by the way. By the way, that's
The Egyptians split
That's
up.
crazy, bro. That's crazy. I'm actually disappointed in Spurs though. How do you go from winning 2-0 in the first half to getting comeback by Brighton at home to Brighton in 15 minutes?
Spurs confused me because United game was amazing. I love that.
Mickey
game.
van de Ven.
I love that game.
That
so
was
much.
one of the best runs I've seen
Yeah.
in a long
From
time
a
by a
defender.
defender.
Yeah.
He was insane. He was like, and then Brennan Johnson was.
But guys, let's be honest. Playing well against United doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, at this point
Yeah.
it doesn't mean
Honestly,
anything.
yeah.
I mean, we saw them against Spurs. We saw them against Porto. 3-3 against Porto. Come on, that's not the result you want to be
We'll
getting.
talk about
What
that.
the hell
in a
is
sec.
that,
We'll
bro?
talk about that in a second.
But anyways, the last thing.
Wait, let's just sorry,
yeah.
because you said Chelsea. You said Liverpool top of the table.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm proud of that. Okay.
Oh,
But listen,
Your
let's
fixtures.
talk about their fixtures.
Yeah.
Can you pull that up real
For
quick?
sure,
Because I
for
don't want to
sure.
get this wrong.
yeah. But,
Okay, and let me read it.
tell me the ideas. Like, tell me what what idea you have about them.
I'm really worried,
Like,
right? Because we've been playing so well, other than the new Nottingham Forest game.
yeah, that was an unlucky.
We don't
game.
talk about. I think we don't talk about that.
I think you can have
And
a couple
Slot-
of games where you slip up. You know
Right,
what I
right.
mean?
And Slots being really harsh with our players.
Okay, here you go. Here are the
Yeah.
next games. Tell us who you're playing against and if it's home or away, and the Premier League, Carabao or Champions
It
League.
doesn't tell me if it's home or away.
Okay.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. It's
doesn't
still a
matter.
tough game.
Yeah, still a tough game.
Okay, the only game that I know we're playing home is the next game, Liverpool against Chelsea,
Good game.
right?
We know Liverpool and Chelsea brings goals.
Yeah.
Guaranteed goals.
Like,
every
I
time.
think Palmer will bag.
You think he will against
Will
you
he?
guys?
Probably some lucky goals, I think.
Maybe. Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe Nkunku.
Then we have Leipzig against Liverpool.
That's Champions League.
That's Champions League.
I think Liverpool will get a win.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
No, we will get the win.
Okay.
But it's gonna be hard.
Okay.
It's not gonna be like the other games.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna count the Premier League. So you have Chelsea.
Like we beat Milan.
True.
And that was quite easy. That was quite easy.
Yeah, it
bro.
was.
Right?
Okay, I'm gonna count the Premier League game, so I know.
So that was Chelsea.
Okay.
And then our second Premier League game is against Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Okay. And then we've got Brighton.
Brighton.
And the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
And then we play Brighton
Brighton
again in the Prem.
and then the Prem, so that's
Okay.
3.
And then Leverkusen, Champions League.
And then Man City.
No, sorry. And then Aston Villa
Aston Villa.
in the Prem.
And then
And then Southampton, NPC game.
okay.
Then the big games, sorry. Madrid.
Madrid. and
Following week, Man
Man
City.
City.
Imagine.
Okay, so
And then Newcastle, but Newcastle.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the Premier League, you have what's it called? Okay, let's count the Premier League. Chelsea, Arsenal,
Brighton, Southampton,
Southampton,
and then City.
Aston Villa,
Oh, Aston Villa
and City.
Yeah.
6 games.
6 games
6 times 3, 18. How many points do you think you guys are getting in the Premier League?
for those 6 games.
In those 6 games, how many points? Because what a lot of people are saying is if you guys get anything, like if you get 13 and above, if you get 13 and above, you guys are genuinely like title contenders for sure, guaranteed. So how many points do you think you guys are getting?
So,
With obviously the Champions League in mind, like
So
do you think you guys are getting the 6 out of 6?
so let's see. With Champions League in mind, Chelsea we win.
You think you win?
We win
Okay.
that game.
Okay, so that's 3 points.
Brighton, I think we win that game as well.
Okay, Arsenal.
Arsenal, that game I think we.
That would
I
run
think
you for
we
your
dr-
money for
I
sure.
think we draw. I think we draw
Okay.
because of the defense.
See,
Okay.
Arsenal's also gonna try to like just take the mic. There's gonna
Yeah.
try-
Also depends.
Arsenal-
Also depends if it's home or away.
Yeah, Arsenal will play how they played against Man City.
Yes.
exactly.
So that's why we're not gonna.
Okay, so I'm
win
gonna
that
put
game.
it like this. That means draw.
That means draw,
So this
okay.
is win draw.
Okay.
Brighton,
Brighton, we're
Oh,
winning.
you
Oh, I
winning.
already said that.
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, we're winning that game.
I think it's a
We're-
draw.
No, I think we're winning that game.
Okay, winning.
Okay. Then we have Man City. We said right. No,
Yeah.
Southampton. We're winning that game.
Winning.
Okay. And then we have Man City.
Man City.
I also think we're winning that
You
game.
guys think
I think
you're
we're winning
winning
that game. My guy, have you seen City in the past few games? You had Fulham.
True,
Okay.
true. They barely beat. What an assist by Jimenez, by the way.
Yeah.
Back.
It was 3-2.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Kovacic saved them.
gave them a run for their money.
Yeah.
And then the game before that was Newcastle. 1-1.
But then, but you know why I think you guys come out with a draw against City?
Mm.
Just because you had Madrid before it.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
You're gonna lose to Madrid.
We don't know. What do you think about Champions League? Are you going 2 for 2?
No, we're gonna win. We're gonna win against Madrid.
Are you going 2 for 2? Do you think you're going? One
Why-
second.
why are you laughing? Why are you
One
laughing?
second.
You lost to
Oh,
Lille.
ignore. He's an idiot. He doesn't know.
He lost to
No,
Lille.
because the
Yeah, you
last-
guys lost to Lille. صح
the
والله.
last time Madrid and Liverpool were on the finals and then
Okay.
they were on a streak. Real Madrid always ends Liverpool's streak.
Okay. Hang on one sec. When we played Madrid in that final, okay, who were the players then and who are the players now?
True.
No, even after that.
No. Look at the players right now. Is that a team that's gonna beat Liverpool? No way. No way.
I think Mbappe blanks for the next.
Mbappe
for the
will
next
blank
games.
until I think he'll blank until January.
Okay, January's a bit of a stretch.
Because I
a
think
bit of a stretch.
because no, he's gonna be like Rashford.
Okay.
Rashford for some reason, every season there's like 2 months where he plays
the
in
beginning.
it's the beginning
yeah,
of the year,
exactly.
where he goes
That's
back.
where I fall in love with him, and then after that I just want him out. Like, I just forget about
Gets
it.
into that LeBron James mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
had a coach one time. He told me, "Put yourself in a position you don't want to be in."
Yeah, that's my favorite quote.
Yeah, that's my favorite quote. So, okay, what do you think? Like, are you going 6 for 6, or are you going like 6 points for 6, or no against Leipzig and Madrid?
Villa.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Leverkusen. Sorry, are you going 3 for 3?
Yeah, I think so.
You think you're
I
going?
think so.
Look,
I think so.
Look,
so.
and
Bro,
I-
Leverkusen drew with Milan.
No,
Or,
they beat them 1-0.
They won. No, sorry. But I thought it was drew because it was a horrible game.
Yeah, I was.
So 1-0 against Milan, we destroyed Milan. Okay, and then you have Leipzig. Yeah, and right now who do they have? Like their main
Sesko.
players. Yeah, but
Sesko, Xavi
I understand.
Simons,
but their main players
Gulaschi.
are gone from last season.
Yeah,
So yeah, like Daniel
okay.
almost
Yeah,
not there anymore.
Yeah, true.
And all that.
Okay,
yeah.
so-
and then we have Madrid.
Look, what I think will happen is Madrid draw, Leverkusen draw, and a win against Leipzig, and then Premier League. You guys beat Southampton with ease. You guys, I think you draw with City. You draw with Arsenal, and you draw with.
You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna win all the
You're gonna
games
win all
except for
that?
Southampton.
Exactly.
That's exactly what's
they're
gonna
gonna they're gonna win against Man City. Like, let's imagine they win 2-0. Imagine they win Arsenal 2-1. But then you come against Southampton at home. You guys lose to them 2-0. You guys, because Southampton scored against Arsenal first, and we're gonna see Southampton against Man City in 2 weeks. Let's see how that plays out.
Yeah. Okay, so
You know, that's
Yeah,
the
bro.
thing, right? Everyone thinks Southampton's the easy points.
But it's not.
But it
It's
never
the
is.
easy points that you think, but they're actually the hardest.
Yeah.
And the hard points are the easy ones, or like the middle ones. You know what I'm trying to say. So that's what Brighton is also about. Brighton is about, like, you think it's a okay game, but they actually run like your money. You know, like, we've seen it against Man United. We've seen it against Tottenham. You know?
Bro, this is back in 2022, I believe.
Okay.
Alisson's header against Brighton.
No,
Alisson.
it was West Brom 2020.
No,
What header?
when he scored the header.
That was 2020,
Yeah,
and against West Brom.
West Brom.
Yeah, West Brom.
Why did I think it was Brighton?
It's just because the same colors. Because Brighton was not even in the
Oh.
Premier League at that time, I think. Oh no, they were.
No, they were.
They
Come on,
were.
no.
Guys, do you think,
Why did I
this-
think it was Brighton?
the Saudi League should be considered for Champions League as well?
No,
Oh,
bro.
what are you
Champions
talking
League. It says essentially UEFA Champions League, UEFA Europa League, UEFA
Yeah.
Conference League, UEFA.
And then even if they were considered, they wouldn't make the qualifiers.
exactly.
Yeah,
'Cause,
no way.
bro, you've got Al Ittihad losing to a Div 2 team, and who does Al Ittihad have? Kante, Fabinho, Benzema, crazy names, you know.
Mhm.
So,
No, but Champions League, they would do it for commercial purposes. Like, imagine
They can-
seeing
they
They
this
would.
team.
I don't think.
but
they-
you're ruining the whole
ever.
purpose of the game. You're ruining
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
purpose of the competition. If it's European teams, it's European teams. If it's Asian teams, it's Asian teams. If it's South American teams, it's South American teams. Don't ruin how football should be played because people shift it to another league. It doesn't work like that. Because then you're gonna have Inter Miami coming into the consideration.
Okay,
I
let's
don't like
let's
that.
talk Man United.
The final
Yeah,
thing, the
final
issue,
thing.
the big
Yeah,
issue.
The big issue. Okay, your thoughts first.
I'm disappointed. I'm saddened. I'm shocked.
Saddened? No,
No, wallah, I'm saddened. Wallah, I'm saddened.
Really?
Because you guys were that
I think
team.
it's just funny.
No, you guys were that team. You know, like, people were worried. Like, they were scared to play against Man United. They were scared to play in Old Trafford, the theater of dreams. You know what I mean? No, like,
Okay, relax.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry, go on.
like, you would, like, there would be shivers
Mm.
running down your spine when you hear Man United.
Man United,
You know what I'm saying? You had the likes of Rio Ferdinand, you had the likes of David Beckham,
Wayne
you had
Rooney.
Wayne Rooney,
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, Van Nistelrooy, Van Persie,
Who's the
obviously
man with 3 hearts?
Park Ji-sung.
Park Ji-sung.
You crazy names.
Crazy names.
And they've won Champions League.
Crazy managers as well.
Sir Alex Ferguson, Van Gaal,
Mourinho.
Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ralph Ragnick. Obviously, you have bad
Eric
spells.
Ten Hag. Okay, let's talk about him now.
Okay,
Let's talk about
okay,
him.
yeah.
But-
Are you
okay,
in?
okay.
Or are you out?
No, listen. For the past 3 seasons, he's been like, trust the process, trust the process.
But
When
we've
is-
seen it we've seen it with Arsenal.
Yeah, with Arteta.
You went,
Lockdown Arteta was, oh my god.
they won the FA Cup. But lockdown Arteta was. You
Oh,
came
that was
8th.
shocking,
And then the next
shocking.
season you lost to Brentford in the opening game. And then the next season, like,
Shocking, just shocking,
stuff
shocking.
changes.
Yeah.
But will that happen with Eric Ten Hag? No. Will it ever happen with Ten Hag? No. Is the problem with Ten Hag? Yes. Is the problem with Man United? Yes. Is the problem with the squad? Yes.
So
Is the problem with Glazers? Yes.
Let me quote Jose Mourinho here. Otamendi,
Oh yeah.
Aguero,
Aguero.
Sterling.
These are all signings from the past.
Investments from the past.
From the past.
And that's Man United's problem, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Bruno. I mean, I'd love to defend him.
No,
he's an
Bruno's first season was insane.
yeah.
Second season was insane.
Kind of
Every season he just started.
But I think he dropped because of the players around him as well.
That's very true.
Okay,
I mean,
but he's lost his head in the past few games.
two red cards.
Two red cards.
But
First one was overruled,
Over.
and then the next game he
And then
goes
he
on
gets-
to get
yeah.
another red card. Crazy.
So yeah, I mean they were winning 2-0 against Porto, and then Porto came back 3-2, and then they had to score a last minute goal.
Maguire.
Maguire
Go-
last
go-
minute. If you're relying, oh, wait,
go-
one second, one
Go,
second, no,
go.
because this one actually pisses me off.
Go.
If you're relying on Maguire to save you in the Europa League against Porto in the group stages, there's something wrong with you.
Maguire's the only reason Ten Hag still has.
Wallahi, there's something wrong with you, because if Porto won against them, you'd know that Ten Hag is out.
Okay, let's look at their signings from the past season or two.
Zirkzee, Højlund, Anthony.
Anthony,
Mazraoui,
Martinez.
Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane, Ronaldo, what's his name? De Ligt, Onana, Christian Eriksen. Big names.
Let's give a rough estimate. How much do you think they all cost?
250 mil,
Total.
250 mil, 300 mil, I think.
I think more.
At least half a bill.
Yeah, I think it's
half a billion.
yeah,
At least.
half a billion.
And you're getting all.
I think it's around 500 million.
And what did you get?
No, because you're talking contracts and everything.
Oh,
I'm talking about everything
oh,
together.
yeah.
I'm talking about everything
What
together.
did you get in that? You got Champions League ball twice.
Mhm.
You got Europa League, and that's it.
Okay, and then you have these players that investments from the past. Marcus Rashford, for example.
That's not an investment from the past. That's just like a player developing.
I know a player that they
Yeah,
had
yeah.
a long time ago. Okay, that knows Man United.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I
He knows the
remember,
system.
you remember that Chelsea free kick,
Chelsea free
right? That's every time I think of Marcus Rashford. PSG performance
PSG perform
against Gianluigi
Liverpool
Buffon.
performance.
Mm.
And his debut season when he finessed Trent and then scored that insane goal. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's Liverpool.
That's a player, you know. That's like that was a solid player, but I think he was ruined from
He was
just
ruined
experience from with
by
different
managers,
right?
by the team around him, by injuries, and by his girlfriend for sure. Because no, wallah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he only performed well when he got back with his girlfriend. I mean, when we talk about Marcus Rashford in the beginning and that 2 period, it's because he got back with his girlfriend and then he
Bro, you
performs
know-
well, and then they break up because of a dumb reason, and then they get back together.
Guys, do you feel like he's gonna become like an unreliable Nacho?
What?
Nacho? What do you
Like Nacho Fernandez at Real
Oh,
Madrid.
like
He's gonna make
Ramos.
an unreliable version of it.
Maybe.
Or like a Vasquez, but
sorry.
just worse.
You reminded me of Mason Greenwood.
Oh.
You actually did.
What? Did you hear that? Oh, who was that?
That- I'm not editing that out. خلاص. It's in the podcast.
Oh my god.
Okay. Mason Greenwood.
Okay, man, you got way too excited, man.
والله خير.
No, guys,
Are
actually.
you okay?
No, guys. No, guys, actually, this is Greenwood. Like, he's getting on with
He is,
Don't
he
touch
is, he
this
is.
the subject.
No, wallah, actually, Greenwood is getting back on his
Yeah,
foot.
yeah.
The Zerbi
But
knows how to
I
use
really
him.
wish, like, okay, obviously, like, what happened was crazy, but I really wish it never happened. I really wish it.
What's up? Digital footprint, bro. Digital.
For what?
Digital
Of the-
uni, we want to get into uni. We're trying to get into uni.
alright.
Stop. Okay.
Hey, my man's innocent. Proven so guilty, man.
Okay. Guilty.
Guilty as
Guilty as the fool.
Yeah, my bad,
Okay.
my bad.
Hey, edit that part out, actually.
Hey, Joker too. Guilty as the fool. Okay. Anyways,
Why'd you get... What's that, bro?
can we talk about the podcast, please?
Continue.
والله ما أخذها مسخ.
Okay.
Anyways, Mason Greenwood.
Ah,
I really wish none of that happened because imagine if he was still
What
at
a player
Manchester.
he was.
Yeah.
I'll be-
Even at United, he was great.
True. 21-22 season when they won that against Leeds 4-1. He had that insane run for the first 2 months, and then obviously the issue happened.
Yeah. And then it was just jokes from there.
Yeah, definitely.
But then, and then he went to Getafe.
Getafe,
and then now Marseille.
Yeah, Marseille. De
Marseille
Zerbi,
is the-
De Zerbi knows how to use him. De Zerbi is an underrated manager, and I think he can do big things. And that's the issue with Man United. Ten Hag out, bring De Zerbi in. Either De Zerbi or
Zidane?
maybe Zidane
When
or
did
Thomas
he come
Tuchel.
back?
Thomas Tuchel.
But you know what?
Thomas Tuchel.
Well, they're gonna bring Southgate. Well, they might bring Southgate. But no, he announced that he's not gonna manage until for another year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
said he's taking a break. I don't know from what.
I
and
genuinely
what
think-
did bro do? Yeah, what's he taking a break from?
Nothing, bro. He just comes every tournament. He
Exactly.
does nothing in Nations League. He does nothing in the Euros. He does nothing in the World Cup. What are you taking a break? You get 5 mil for nothing.
Exactly.
You do nothing. So
So yeah, so that's the
what,
Man United problem.
what manager are you bringing in though?
Um,
I told you my 3.
Xavi's a shout.
Tuchel, what's his name? Zidane and De Zerbi.
Xavi's a shout as well, but I think deserve.
Only reason why I'm saying De Zerbi is because he already knows how the Premier League system works.
Exactly.
He played with Brighton.
Yeah.
And he shifted Kaoru Mitoma. He shifted who else? Joao Pedro.
Welbeck.
Joao Pedro,
Danny
Welbeck.
as well. Even Pascal Gross.
Oh, Gross, yeah.
Yeah. Running that midfield. also
Adingra,
very-
Simon
very-
Adingra.
Yeah. Estupinian.
True,
Guys, I
but
think
before the injury.
United need to like completely reshuffle and have a
Oh,
restart.
they need to have
They need to have like a whole restart.
Like,
Yeah.
like reboot the club.
Yeah, with Mourinho.
with Mourinho.
Mourinho.
Hey, but
Yeah.
Mourinho is doing successful
Yeah.
in the Turkish league.
Yeah.
Him and Osimhen together.
He'll have, let's be honest, he'll have one good season, he'll have one shitty season, he'll play in the Turkish league, he'll leave.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's
That's
be
true.
honest.
Director, any thoughts on Manchester United? Yeah, just
As a Man City fan,
'Cause-
are you happy or are you disappointed
because
in your rivals?
we talked about our opinions like
yeah,
how's your
true,
done.
true.
So we're just gonna end it with him.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
This guy.
But one second, as a Man City fan,
Yeah.
are you more disappointed or are you happy that that's happening to your rivals?
I think it's just pathetic though.
Yeah, like compared to the
Uh,
the history they had.
Messiah,
yeah,
like,
the
wouldn't you
team
rather
now
that?
is-
Yeah, wouldn't you rather that Man United like they're actually a solid team, but obviously City are still on top.
Yeah.
Because
No.
now when it's Manchester Derby, it's just pathetic.
Exactly. We
Yeah,
know
yeah.
who's winning. Maybe Man United get a couple of lucky wins.
Mm.
I mean, they got that one lucky win because they were drunk, and you've
Yeah,
got
yeah.
players already admitting to it. But when you think of Man City, like what did Ferguson used to say? When it used to be Man City, never in my lifetime will I watch a game, a Manchester Derby game, and think that Man City
Are gonna win.
are gonna win. Now it's every time. That's what Peter Drury said,
Yeah.
and that's what many commentators
Mm-hmm.
said. So what do you think? Like, what do you think? Like, are you happy or are you disappointed? Like, خلاص, like, oh, our rivals are so bad that it has to become Liverpool.
Like in the league now, let's compare to before, like the Manchester like derby, City
Okay.
and United. Like the season used to be fun, you know.
True.
Now it's not as fun. Like, you know, Arsenal City. It was a good game, but you know, still Liverpool City. So nothing would be like comparable to United
Yeah.
and City. Like
My
top
favorite ever derby between Man City and that, it's either the 6-3 or 3-2.
3-2. Yes.
3-2 comeback. Pogba 2
Pogba,
goals.
Fellaini.
No,
Fellaini,
no, Smalling.
No, what was the game where Fellaini scored the?
Header?
He scored a brace. One of them was a header. Yes.
Okay. No, the one I'm talking about was Man
yeah,
City
yeah.
winning 2.
Pogba, and then you
Pogba,
have
2 goals and Smalling.
Yeah.
That was
amazing.
insane.
I love that.
Because if Man City won that game, they would have won the league. But then they prevented them.
Guys, that Pogba, Fellaini, Zlatan era for United, they weren't doing the best, but they had like a flair.
They
about
won
it.
the
Yeah,
Europa
yeah,
League.
yeah.
They won the Europa League.
They did.
For United, I'm saying, for United, the Europa League is like, for them it's like a Champions League now.
Yeah, okay,
But I'm
true.
saying back then,
But back then,
no, but they had like flair with their play, like
Yeah.
Pogba, like there was a style,
Oh,
there was a United
look,
style.
you had Mkhitaryan, Zlatan, Pogba, Fellaini, Rooney, those 5 all in one team, and Rashford, Eric Bailly,
Smalling.
Hey, don't
Smalling.
forget Lingard.
Lingard,
Yes.
Lukaku joined in as
Who
well.
did you have at? Who was right?
Valencia.
Valencia. Yes.
Yeah.
Valencia. Yes.
You had Valencia, and then left back Luke Shaw,
And then Wan-Bissaka came.
and then Wan-Bissaka though underrated.
Yeah. Underrated.
He gave like that PSG performance. I'll never ever forget it. Him and Twanzebe.
One of the best slide tacklers in Europe.
Yeah, the scoop tackle.
Yeah, the
That's
scoop
what he's
tackle.
known for. The spider
Amazing.
scoop tackle, insane.
Yeah.
He wins that wall so much. I'm sorry, God.
Okay, so is that it?
I think that's it.
wrap
The
it up.
Zerbi.
Deserve.
Which manager should replace Eric Ten Hag? Are you Ten Hag in or are you Ten Hag out?
Out.
Replacement.
Mourinho.
Ten Hag in.
No, out.
Replacement.
Definitely out.
Replacement.
Yeah, probably Mourinho is next.
Probably Mourinho. I don't think Mourinho would want to come back
I don't think he would.
to that.
I think he's like he felt disrespected.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If I disrespected.
I don't think he'll ever come back to the Prem.
No.
No,
I
not
think
to the
I think the only time he's ever done well in the Prem was with Chelsea.
Chelsea. Yeah.
I mean.
No, but even United, come on. You
Oh,
can't-
no,
you can't
Europa
hate
League.
on
Europa League and coming second. But
Exactly.
why are you sacking him?
No, but
Why?
guys,
And
imagine-
even Spurs, he got them to the
Champions League. And
Also, the final, what was it, Carabao or FA Cup?
Carabao.
And then he got sacked.
Yeah.
Guys, imagine you put Mourinho with Newcastle and Saudi money. That would be good.
He'd build it.
That would be insane.
He would.
And I think he'd know how to be able.
Park the
be
bus,
able-
though.
No, he'd be no.
Let's
he'd
be
know,
honest, though.
He'd know how to use Isaac because he was able to use Drogba. He was
Isaac-
able to use Osimhen. He was able
horrendous.
to use Lukaku. He was able to use Ibra.
Balotelli.
Ibrahim.
Oh. the Balotelli story. I thought
46 minutes.
I told him don't get a red card. He gets a red card 2 minutes later. Yeah.
Because he was already on the
So
yellow.
guys, actually, what happened to players like Balotelli, Pogba? Like, you know these players with
Oh, Pogba coming back.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Have you seen his Instagram?
Yeah. He. Look at this is a PG podcast. It's a PG podcast.
Cut.
It's okay. We'll cut. Wallah.
No, I'm not cutting that so he doesn't go to uni. Okay, just don't show your face. Also, no one wants to see your face. Anyways, let's look. Wait.
No.
Okay, just
Okay,
checking my brothers.
Okay, so what do you think? Where were we actually? Where were we?
Pogba.
Pogba.
Do you think he was actually
Doping?
on drug?
Yeah, he was. It definitely was. Because the amount of doping tests he had to do were a lot.
Mm.
I remember.
So it can be like.
It can be a possibility
Yeah, it's
for
a
sure.
possibility,
But am I
100%.
happy that he's coming back? Yes. Is he one of my favorite players ever? Yes.
Yes, 100%.
One of the best assisters, one of the best playmakers, one of the best dribblers, one of the best skillful players. one
for
of the best
for
passers.
nation and club.
For nation and club. And in compare what?
I have a question for you guys.
Okay, tell us.
Rank these players: Gareth Bale, Mohamed Salah, Hazard.
In their prime?
Yeah, all of them in their prime. Rank them.
Oh,
That's the last one. That's what we're gonna end
خلاص
off
خلاص
with.
yeah, because this
Well,
is going.
Tell me, what do you Hazard, Bale, Salah.
Yeah.
Third place. As a Liverpool fan and as a
Salah.
Barca fan.
You're
La?
putting Salah third.
In all their primes.
No.
Salah prime is
Salah's prime is
Salah
better
is
than
second or first. He's not third. Let me tell you why. Because when he came, no, not because I'm Egyptian. I don't even like him.
He doesn't even like Salah.
I don't even like him. Wallahi.
Who do you like? Trezeguet. Lenny.
No. Salah went from Basel to Chelsea to Fiorentina to Roma, and then to Liverpool, and he scores 44 goals in his debut season when everyone was doubting him and making fun of Klopp for signing him. I think he's second.
Also, he is a big game player.
He's a big game player.
Yeah.
Salah second, Bale last, Hazard first. Only one second.
No, listen.
One second.
No, listen. I disagree.
Okay.
I'd swap
Hazard and Bale.
Hazard and Bale. And I think an argument can be made.
The only reason why I'm
Argument can
putting
be
Hazard, no one slate me. The only reason why I'm putting Hazard first is because I watched Chelsea a lot when I grew up.
Yeah.
And I watched Chelsea when I grew up. Wallahi, I watched them all. Only because my brother was, because my brother was, because my brother was a Chelsea fan and he'd always watched them in the Premier League, and I also watched them, and I loved Eden Hazard, and I loved them in the Euro 2016.
You like him against Swansea?
Swansea.
Yeah, when he kicked the ball.
Oh, when he kicked the ball. No, listen. Actually, genuinely, guys. Euro 2016, insane.